Hello and welcome back to the ZeduHow series. I'm your host, the jolliest of developers, and in today's episode, we are going to be looking at how to use Google Docs. So let's dive in. Step one that you need to do is you need to go to google.com, log into your Gmail or log into your Google Classroom. After that, you're going to click on the Google Drive section in your menus, and after you're going to get here. Now, this is the important part right now that we're going to do is, as you can see, I'm going to press the new button, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on a new Google Doc. As soon as I do that, I'm just going to give it a couple seconds to load up, and now I'm just going to type down some information. So as you can see, it's split into two parts. Here is where we have the paper, where we'll be writing, and up here is the menu. So here on the menu, we can change the font, as you can see. So we could change the font to something more fun, or we can change it to something more professional or more older type of font. We can also add more fonts by clicking on getting more fonts. As you can see, there's dozens of different fonts here. I'm just going to press the little X button right here. Then the next thing over here on the side is the sizing, the font sizing. Let me just show you how it will look like normally. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set the font to actually this one right here, and after that I'm going to type down a sentence like hello, or I'm just going to type down a word just for us to see and experiment with it. So as you can see, I wrote down hello, and if I select it like this, I can click here on this A with this little underlying color, and now here I can change the color of that font. Like for example, if I want to make it purple, right? Or if I select it and if I want to make it black, then I can do that. Or if I click here on where it says 11, that's your average font size, I can make the font bigger, and all I have to do is select a font size that I like 36 or 72 is huge, or sorry, 72 is huge, and then we have of course 96, that's also pretty big, but for a nice title, let's just go with 30, and then under it, we would bring down the font size back to 12, because then, for example, if I wrote the fox jumped over the fence, and then we put a dot. As you can see, that's pretty good contrast right there. Another thing that we can do is we can always add pictures. For example, if I were to click on images, I could upload an image from my computer and then select a picture that I like. For example, I'm going to grab our brand new mascot, click open, and as you can see, we have our mascot put into the picture just like that. And then the other thing that I can do is I can actually move it up. So if I want it up here, remember it's actually going to treat like some text. So I'm just going to bring it back down here. Another thing that we can do is once we're here, we can press enter, and that'll allow us to type under that a text. Another wonderful thing is doing the alignment. The alignment is right here, and this basically allows us just to get the fonts nicely. For example, if I were to type in the center of the page, I would do center align, and after I would begin typing. So for example, the fox jumped over the fence, and then I'll put a dot again. As you can see, now it's on the side, and all I have to do is just select it, just like this. And after I can do left hand side align, or I can do justify. Justify is pretty much just keeping everything in proportion. Another thing that we can do is we could make a list. For example, if we want to make like bullet points or organize them by numbers like task 1, task 2, task 3, we can also do it like that. Super simple. So I'm just going to take care of that right now. So I'm going to put my list, and then I am going to grab these. I'm going to put them in the center, and after that I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to select here 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to put task 1. And as you can see, it automatically puts numbers under it. Task 3, and task 4. Now the way to get out of your list is by doing enter, and then you do enter one more time. And as you can see, that got rid of the numbers. And I can do it if I wanted with bullet points and all these different type of options. Another important part is making text bolder. So for example, if I wanted to make the THE, a little bit bolder, all I have to do is click on the B. As you can see, that makes it a little bit more thicker. Or if, let's say, for example, I wanted to make the fox bend a little bit, then I would make it go italic, and all I have to do is press this right beside here, this I that's a little bit bent. As you can see, that bent that actually bent the text a little bit, as you can see. let me just select that one more time because I didn't select it properly. And then there we go. Another thing that we want to do, for example, is if we want to put underline right here, and then that makes it, gives us a nice little underline, for example, for a statement or a font. That makes it look perfect, basically. And I'm just gonna select it, and after I'm gonna click here, and this is the highlight. So as you can see, now I can actually highlight the text. For example, if we wanted to have specific parts that people need to pay attention to, that's pretty much how it's done. So thank you so much for tuning into this episode. If you like this episode, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, hit subscribe, and join our Discord server to get access to show notes, helpful links, helpful guides, and also more helpful blog posts. See you then. Take care.